Hello, I am Gabriel, and this is the Rise Atlantis show. Today, we're talking about the topic of the day will be about a very strange apparition. It seems it's really starting to heat up, man. These apparitions, and very fascinating apparition, though it is of a very strange apparition in cloud form. Once again, we keep seeing it in cloud form. Now, my theory is it could actually be real apparitions that just happen to look like clouds, or they could be actual apparitions in cloud form. But it's strange. It looks like two aliens vomiting something, and they're like side by side, and it happened in Oklahoma. So when I say it's a fascinating apparition, I'm not saying fascinating like glorifying these weird alien images that are throwing up. It's fascinating because it shows that evil's time is very short, and it's about to come to an end like this, man. I'm telling you, we are bringing the stopwatch on evil. We have the timer set, man, and it's like a ticking time bomb, man. All these evil people are like ticking time bombs, you know. The rapture is just like, it's like a stopwatch. You see it going so fast, the numbers going so fast, and then once it comes, man, boom, it comes, and that's it. There it is, you know. So it seems the signs are really starting to progress now. And even then, even though it looks like two aliens vomiting something side by side in Oklahoma. When I say it's fascinating, I'm not saying that it's fascinating that these aliens appeared in the clouds. I'm saying it's fascinating because it shows the level of fear they have. You know? And it's weird. Because it says in Revelation, I forgot where, that I believe 16:3. I'll go ahead and pull it up really quick. It said that 3 frogs coming out of the mouth of the beast, the false prophet, and the dragon. So I could pull up that exact quote, that exact verse. And it's strange, fascinating, because this connects to these two aliens throwing up something. So it could mean we may be seeing these frogs coming out of certain people's mouths soon. And as we all know, David Blaine is already on his 2nd year here in a row of his, you know, his newfound obsession with this magician, Mac Norman, years back, who coined the term human aquarium by swallowing live animals and then regurgitating it up on command. So David Blaine has found that lost ancient art form, which I don't really call it an art form. It's the devil's art form. And he rediscovered that, and he's trying to bring it back, you know. And this is already his 2nd year in a row doing this Tonight Show, you know. So that guy David Blaine, he's very strange, man. And he did fulfill prophecy, you know. So the verse where it says 3 frogs, let's see here, 3 frogs, Revelation, that's all you gotta put. Okay, now bring up the exact one, Revelation 16:13. Revelation 16:13 says, "Then I saw 3 impure spirits that looked like frogs. They came out of the mouth of the dragon, one out of the mouth of the beast, and one out of the mouth of the false prophet." Now, who's the dragon? People are saying, oh, it could be an ancient dinosaur that they bring it back to cloning. Or maybe it's a metaphor of something. Could it be China? I'm just saying because China worships the dragon. Not bashing China. I hope they try to a revolution to try to remove it from their country symbol, the country flag and everything. I know they can't everything, but at least remove it from the main thing, which is the country flag. I believe, you know, the actual country flag is all red and then yellow stars, but that's their official logo. They need to remove that as a logo. One out of the mouth of the beast. Now, who's the beast? Could be alien or something. And the mouth of the false prophet. Now, it came out of the mouth of David Blaine, but I don't think he's a false prophet. Technically, I believe the false prophet Revelation, and there's others. It's not just one, but right here it's saying that this is only one. Again, could be metaphor. I think the false prophet could be Rael, who says human cloning is eternal life. I really don't like to call him a false prophet because I want to try to summon apparitions with him and his followers. Now, I know I might not ever be able to meet him because he doesn't meet with Christians, you know. He won't be willing to have a debate with me, you know. But at least I can talk with his followers, you know. And I really don't, I'm not looking for any debates. I'm not looking to argue with their religion and about human cloning, eternal life. What I want to do is summon live apparitions for them to see. Live apparitions from God, you know. And that's my mission, you know. I hope to show them powerful signs of Jesus' return, you know. So I know it's not easy, but that is one of the main top goals I would like to accomplish. If I can meet with Rael, that'd be awesome, you know, because I'm not looking to have a debate. I'm not looking to argue with him, you know. I'm looking to have a meeting of the minds here, and I would like to summon apparitions for Rael if it would be possible. So, you know, I'm not really trying to cause any bickering amongst Rael. I'm just trying to summon live apparitions for them so they can see the signs of Jesus' return. Now, they say Jesus is returning to bring in human cloning for eternal life, but we as Christians, we don't believe that, you know. There's so much proof out there of the afterlife, you know. We see spirits, we see ghosts, shadows on the wall and stuff like that. You know, we could pick up ghosts to the audio recorders. So there's so much proof that the spirit, the soul is real, and they're atheists. They don't believe in the soul. So it's weird. The topic of the day is 2 aliens that are like vomiting something in the sky. I know it sounds funny, but it has a meaning of the frogs coming out of the mouths. I think that's what it means here. Hopefully this means that it will start to happen soon with these 3 people it's talking about. The dragon, I don't know. Who's the dragon? You know, is a dragon a metaphor of something, you know? So, we saw with David Blaine, but I think it's going to get more, how should I say it, more unexpected. You know, I really don't know. But all I know that it is coming, you know. And I think this apparition of the topic of the day, I think it means of the 3 frogs. So hopefully it means it's going to happen soon. So Revelation 16:13 is where it said it. Okay, let's see here. So that will be the topic of the day. Now the first story is protesters hold... Wait. No, that's the last one. Is Pluto a giant comet? They're saying Pluto could be a giant comet, broken off from collisions of asteroids and planets, and it could have formed a giant comet. You know, so that's pretty funny. Now they don't say how big Pluto is, but it's not that big. Isn't it crazy how Jupiter is so humongous? You know? Imagine how big can a planet get? Boggles the mind. Imagine a planet the size of the solar system. I know it sounds hard to believe, but that would be pretty crazy, right? Maybe not a solar system, but imagine a planet like 50 Jupiters combined. That'd be really huge, you know. So it's crazy. Crazy how God created the planets like not perfect. Not like circle, circle, circle. Like Saturn has rings. But they're saying Saturn probably didn't have rings at the beginning. And it formed somehow or something, so. Imagine a planet with debris all around. It's kind of like the satellites, you know. So. It doesn't say how big Pluto is. They say in the chemical composition that is so cold and everything, it's all mostly nitrogen, are clues it could be broken off from something. They say even the moon could have been a comet also. So it's weird. Okay, next story is experts baffled by strange wolf-like creatures shot and killed in Montana. Now this wolf-like creature, it looks like a dog. I say it's a dog. I mean, look at the facial features. You see the eyes, the snout, the teeth. This looks so much like a dog. Or they're saying, oh, because of the fur. I mean, come on. Wolf-like creature. This is a dog. Let's see here. They're not saying anything about the DNA of it. Nothing about the DNA of it. It said irregularities consist of size of creature's canine teeth are like way too big to be normal. Ears and paws, which were either too small or too big from what one might expect from a wolf. I mean, come on. I don't notice that much of a difference from that and a wolf. I mean, same thing. Let's see here. They're saying maybe it's a bear or a wolf hybrid. Well, that's a dog. Next story is... looks like humans are becoming chickens after all. Are they nothing but chickens or what? Disturbing half-human, half-chicken embryos are created in the lab in an effort to shed light on how cells transform into a fetus. So they're saying they want to create this half-human, half-chicken to research it for science. Are they going to let this thing grow? I mean, what? Let's see here. Okay. Oh, wait. It went back. No. Okay. That's weird. I clicked back and it closed the page. Oh, man. I don't know how that happened. That's never been happened before. I clicked back and it closed the page. I'm going to need to open it up again. I can't believe it did that. That was weird. Let's see here. What was it? Okay, where was I? Let's see here. They said the research was led by a team from Rockefeller University. That's not good. Rockefeller, we all know that as Illuminati. They combined artificial human embryo cells with the avian counterparts. Let's see here. Procedure has been met with criticism by some on social media. Critics are calling it sick, super disturbing, and an abomination. Abomination of desolation could mean about cloning. After all, cloning deteriorates, degrades the DNA weakens the strand. Now, generations of clones will be even weaker. They say they want to preserve a human body to pick the cells at and use those microscopic cells to make it last, trillions of years down the road, It's crazy, man. The things that these mad scientists want to do, it's very crazy. But abomination and desolation that's said in the Bible, I believe it was Book of Daniel, even says that could be referring to how they want to create half human, half animals, the hybrids. Now that could weaken the cells big time also. So it's all just degrading the human DNA. It's no longer evolving at that rate, it's de-evolving. So, let's see here. Pretty much they want to research it for diseases and stuff. Now they're saying they're not going to let it go into human. They're just going to study it in the womb and then abort it. So we're going to be seeing mass abortions. This is like becoming abortion not based on financial reasons now. It's becoming abortions just to play God and tinker with science, So it seems that abortions are going to be happening maybe millions per second all around the world. This is just an estimation. No longer are people going to be doing abortions just for financial reasons, but they're going to be doing it just to, tinker with science here. And what next? Is it going to be like aborting fetuses left and right? Millions by the second, man. This is what it's coming down to. It's really getting crazy. So, let's see here. I didn't really say much. So that was pretty it on that story. Let's see. Okay, it's so confusing. Next story is, are we on time? Okay, let's speed it up. Ivanka Trump tweets about rule penalizing Serena Williams at French Open for having a baby. Now, what did Serena Williams say? She said something weird, right? What was it? Williams, who was the #1 seed in the world, stepped away from the sport to have a baby in September. Now she's listed as number 453. Can you believe it? She was the #1 top tennis player. Now she's down all the way in the line of 453. That's pretty crazy. Seems like that taking time off of practicing really made her that rusty. So, it doesn't say what she said. I remember hearing something about it. Trump said no person should ever be penalized professionally for having a child. And we see that all the time, when people have babies, when women have babies, when they're pregnant for 8-9 months, they lose their jobs and stuff. They can't keep working. Now, some of the employers keep letting them work while they're pregnant, but a lot of them, I'd say around 60-70%, want to kick them out the door, so that's not right. But they say always putting the baby at risk by working in such conditions, I don't know, it's pretty crazy. But I believe she said something weird. I can't remember what she said here. She said, I think it's more of a protection for women to have a life. More of a protection? What does that mean? To have a life. Guess she's talking about being pregnant while still working. Next story is that's not the one I pulled up. What? No, don't tell me it happened again. What is going on with this thing? It's like opening and closing pages I'm not even pressing. Okay. Well, basically it was talking about reasons for homeschooling. And so many reasons. The drugs, the crime, the violence in the schools, the shootings now, you know, it's like, there's so many reasons. This is a weird story. That's not even the one I pulled up. What is going on here? Okay, it seems my phone is glitching or something. It's like closing pages on me. That is weird. Well, it basically said the new movie Show Dogs is forced to change its script because they wanted to put a lot of inappropriate content in that movie, being targeted to children also. That's weird. The directors, the producers, they want to slide some immorality messages into it, like subliminal messages. My phone's acting weird. It's like closing pages that I'm not even closing. I don't know. I just got this phone, so maybe that could be it. I'm still trying to figure it out. U.S. lost track of 1,500 immigrant children, but says it is not legally responsible. So that means that all these children are just going missing? That they're not keeping tabs on them to see if they're at certain homeless shelters? This is weird stuff. Weird stuff. It seems like neglect is happening with these organizations that are supposed to be handling everything. That's a weird story. Next story, Alan Bean, fourth man to walk on the moon, dies. The Apollo 12 mission. Died in Houston, Texas. Next story. Oh, I think I know what I'm doing. When I click website, instead of scrolling down, maybe when I'm scrolling like this, when I'm scrolling like that, I think I'm moving it to the left or the right, and it takes it to a different page. Is that why? No, it's not doing it. I don't know, something weird going on. Headstones spray painted with swastikas in Illinois cemetery. In Glen Carbon, Illinois. Look at that. Now it's weird because the swastika originally meant a symbol of peace in the Tibetan Book of Dead. But Hitler wanted to twist it around, literally, because, you know, the swastika looks like a cross that's bent and twisted. And he wanted to put his own spin on it. And instead of having it a symbol for peace, Hitler tried using it as part of his New World Order. Pretty strange. I want to say why these people... 200 headstones were vandalized with swastikas. Yeah, they don't say why. What was the motive? Just these white supremacists. They took a 34-year-old man into custody. It happened between midnight and 7 in the morning, Saturday. More than 1,300 veterans are buried at the Sunset Hill Cemetery. In Chicago, the window of a synagogue were smashed and swastikas put on the front door, and in New York, swastikas and Nazi slogans were scrawled on a subway train car. So clearly we're seeing the rise of neo-nazism. Next story. See, when I saw the news stories, I completely forgot to do screenshots of it first. Makes it easier. Protesters hold die-in at grocery store. Organized by David Hogg, the one who people were saying that he was a certain type of actor. But this company called Publix, Publix, has suspended its political contributions as it evaluates its giving processes. The national grocery chain said in a statement, the announcement comes days after Parkland student activist David Hogg called for a die-in at the grocery store to protest its support for a Florida that's a hard word to say. Goober. Okay, I thought it was gubernatorial. Goober. That's a funny word. That sounds like Uber. Gubernatorial candidate backed by the National Rifle Association. So basically saying they were doing die-in to protest the NRA. But Publix is the one that was helping David Hogg, is now turning against him, saying he's going too radical. Let's see here what else. Oh man, my phone glitching or something, man. Okay, where was I? Okay, so I found one of the stories I want to bring back. Alright, what was that? 2 more stories this year. What is going on here? This is so confusing. What? It threw it all the way to the top, no? Okay, I don't know how to use this thing at all. It's not working. Finally, there it is. Let's see. 2 more stories. What was that? 1 more story. Okay, is Elon Musk really, yeah, that's a lot more. Is Elon Musk really building a Yelp for journalists website? SpaceX and Tesla founder says he bought Pravda domain in nod to old Soviet-run paper, but it could just be satire. Pravda, Pravduh. It sounds like duh, like duh, like as in calling people stupid. I don't know. It's weird. Now, apparently, I think Pravda stands for something. It's weird. Why would he go with the name like Pravda? That's weird. So he's saying he's thinking of starting a Yelp for journalists. Now, if you don't know what Yelp is, what it is like it's a website where it gives reviews and like information and recommendations on things like where to go and what to do and stuff like that. So it's basically the same for journalists. So I guess they get all the news source from one place. But I mean, everyone is all claiming to have all the main news from one source. And you know, the mainstream news on TV, they never talk about human cloning. They may talk about animal cloning once in a blue moon, but they never mention anything about human cloning. They may mention stuff like this human-animal chicken for research, but then again, once in a blue moon, they don't talk about it on the TV. They just, you know, you find it on the website. That's it. So that's pretty strange. Okay, so I completely forgot to do the screenshots. Now with this phone, it's a LG Aristo. Right here, to do the screenshot, you press and hold that circle here. Now when you press and hold the circle, it takes it to this right here. Where is it? Okay. Oh, I hate it when it does that. Now when you press and hold the circle, it takes a little bit. It shows these things at the bottom here. Now you want to go ahead and click this one, the little triangle boomerang thing. When you click that, it goes into this here. It goes into this. Now what you want to do is select camera. So it takes the camera to the phone, so it takes a screenshot. Now I didn't see a tutorial on this. I was just doing it just by experimenting, and I found it out. Now it says right here save. You can barely see it here, but that's what you want to click right here. You can barely see it right here, but it says save. Okay. Now when you click save, it downloads it. Save to phone. As a Facebook picture onto the pictures folder on the phone. So once you have one screenshot right there, I have all the news stories open. What you do is you scroll down again. You click home to get back to the main home, and then you click the internet again, and you scroll down on all the news stories that are open, and then you go ahead and do the same for the next ones. Now I'll go ahead and do this real quick. Well, okay, that was the last one. I thought I was going to have to do like 2 more. Now sometimes on this one it says something went wrong, try again. So it usually only says that one time. I don't know, I guess it's loading and all that stuff. Okay, so I only had to do this one more time. I thought I was going to have to do it like 2 or 3. Because sometimes I get like 15, 20 news stories, you know. And I try to run them through really quick, one after the other, you know. Because I want to have, see, we're already in 33 minutes. I want to have the show 20-minute news stories, 20-minute talk of the day, and 20 EVPs. You know, that's the way I want to have it organized. So this is a way that I make it easier to remember the news stories that I had talked about. Because before I was having to see the video and scrolling through, and that took forever. It's an easier way right here. And same thing with the EVPs. I instead of deleting them really quick, I leave it there for the next day when I do the editing of the words. So that's my strategy. Now once I have all the screenshots saved of the news stories, I could go ahead and close them all. Close all tabs. Okay, there we go. And just let me double check the yep, okay, it's good. It's good. Was good. Alright, let's see here. Okay, now we'll go ahead and get into the topic of the day. Which first off, I'll just show just by let the picture speak for itself here. You know, a picture describes not just 1,000 words anymore. It describes trillions of words here. So what you're about to see here is just going to shock your mind. You're not going to believe what you're about to see here. Now people say it's a Photoshop hoax, and it could be, but I doubt it. Because there's a meaning behind it, and most people probably don't think to hoax a video like this with a meaning like this. So I hope more videos come out showing other angles of this. I hate hoaxes. I wish hoaxes did not exist. And I know, as being a sci-fi, a vlogger talking about apparitions, I know people are going to be hoaxing stuff. You know, it's just something I have to put up with, all these hoaxes. But I guarantee you there are a lot of real apparitions happening. And they're going to intensify. They're going to get greater and greater. Okay, so let me see here. I will go ahead and get into the topic of the day. This is a weird one, man, and it seems it just keeps getting weirder and weirder, for real. Weirder and weirder. I hate that on Facebook, these videos that just play all of a sudden. I have the music all the way loud. Let's see here. I saw this picture today of a plane that was passing through the sun with the chemtrails, and it caused a shadow of the airplane. Now if you look in the middle, that's where the airplane is, but when it's far away, it looks like it's pretty weird. And this right here is sinkhole. It doesn't say where, but this is pretty weird. There's like water underneath it, and it's shifting, I guess maybe through an earthquake. Oh wait, the video playing was on top. And it's shifting, maybe through an earthquake or something. So you see the water gushing, and then it starts moving to the left and right. So right there. The only way I'm thinking it could be doing this is through an earthquake of some kind. So we're seeing more sinkholes happening. And the sinkholes is the topic of the day. Yesterday I said how strange it was, pretty uncanny, how May 22nd, 2017, a sinkhole happened at Trump's Mar-a-Lago hotel estate. Okay, that's weird. To make it even weirder, another sinkhole happened at the White House May 22nd, 2018. Same day, but 1 year later. How weird is that? I think it's a sign from God. I think God's telling us something here. Maybe not saying that Trump is evil or anything, but maybe Trump's going to have to be faced with World War III here. I think that's what it could mean. So it's weird. Maybe it's the devil doing it to mock Trump. I don't know, man. It's very strange indeed. I really can't explain it. You know, can't explain it. Now I saw this picture here of the royal family. I'm not sure if that's the one that just got married, but look at this little girl here. She's holding the devil horns. Now I'm not sure if that was just an accident or on purpose. So that's making its rounds. I still don't even know if that's a real picture. I don't know if it's hoaxed. So here it is right here. This right here. Now first off, I'll start off with a map of it. Now they're calling it jellyfish sprites over Oklahoma, but it doesn't look like jellyfish. It looks like aliens. It says May 24th. So that was technically, was it yesterday here? It's already the 27th. May 24th was which day? May 24th was Thursday. Okay, so this is big stuff here, man, I'm telling you. Now, I don't know why a Thursday. What's so symbolic about a Thursday? I don't know, it's strange. It was in Oklahoma, in the area of Woodward, next to Enid. This is a map view of it here. Now here's where it says Oklahoma. Here's where it says, can't even read that. Let's see. Right there's Enid. I mean, you can barely see it. Over here you can't even read this. But it does say right there, Woodward. Weird. It sounds like woodwork. Woodwork. What does that have to mean? Building something? Maybe woodwork, Noah's Ark. Is there a connection here? Or Woodward. Ward is like, if I'm not mistaken, a ward like the dean of the ward, or ward of the dean, or something. I forgot what that means, but ward, if I'm not mistaken, could also mean like a type of area, a ward. Like, we have a place here in El Paso called the 5th Ward, the apartments, complexes, the projects they call it. Now I'm not sure if that means a certain area of apartments everywhere, or I've also heard that a ward, like the ward of the dean or something like that, it means like a type of not a morgue, basically like a hallway into something. I mean, I could pull up the definition of ward real quick, because this could be important here. I think maybe ward has to connect with something. What is the definition of ward? Now, I know there's multiple definitions sometimes, but this right here is a separate room in a hospital, so I was close. Hospital, morgue, typically one allocated to a particular type of patient. Okay, so ward. This is like a hospital room in the woods. This is strange stuff here. Okay, and then we're seeing these aliens vomiting in the clouds, and then in the hospitals are sick, some are dying, and they're vomiting. So we see the connection here. Could it mean plagues coming back, like bubonic, or could it mean something else here? I think it means the 3 frogs out the mouths of the 3. So this is strange. So that was a map view you saw first. This second one is a faraway shot. In the daytime still. That's a faraway shot. Now, looking at it far away, you probably think it's nothing. You probably think, it's just clouds. But upon further examination, you start to see here that, maybe these are not frogs after all. I'll go ahead and do a... Whoa, I just noticed this. There's like a light emanating from the bottom of it also. You see that light there? It could be the sun behind the clouds, but I doubt it, because the sun is looking like it's shining more over here. It's darker over here. That is weird stuff. Weird stuff indeed. Now this next one is when it was getting darker. You see the stars and everything. So it starts to stand out more. Almost kind of looks neon. It's weird. Now the next one's going to be a zoom in view. Now this is original, and you could tell it looks kind of fuzzy. Like, it looks very pixelated. It looks very, you see all the grainy lines and dots and all that. Now the next picture is with the editing that they use to really clear up the image, fix it up. Now this right here is a world exclusive. To me, it looks like I'm seeing eyes a nose and a mouth, and maybe stuff on the side as their arms, and they're throwing up something. Check this out. What you're seeing here is a world exclusive. Hardly anyone's talking about this. The mainstream news on TV ain't talking about it like they should. This is weird stuff here. I want to see more videos from different angles. If this is really real, more people should have seen it. Now, a lot of times people they see it and don't care. They think it's just a cloud or whatever. So, I mean, even if there are no other videos with other angles, does not mean that this is a hoax. You know? Just because there's no other videos with angles doesn't mean it's a hoax. This could be real, actual thing that they recorded here. That they took a real picture of. Now, when you zoom in closely, you clearly see the eyes here. And a mouth. Weird stuff. Just like this other one. They're side by side. It could be frogs. The eyes look very evil. Now, it's weird how there's two. Where's the third one? And they're vomiting out stuff. Just like it says in Revelation. The three frogs that come out. One out of the mouth of the beast, one out of the mouth of the dragon, and the false prophet. Get that. Now, the dragon, it's weird because I believe Japan kind of worships the dragon a little also. And that's where Rael lives, in Japan. So that's where we could have that connection of Japan, false prophet Rael, which for all his followers, if any chance Rael's followers, called the Raelians, ever come across my videos, I want them to know that I'm trying to not just, one, bring peace, but also to have a meeting of the minds, and I want to summon live apparitions for them. Hopefully it could be better than this. I mean, this is really big. Now, when I said earlier it's fascinating, this is fascinating. But just because when I say it's fascinating does not mean I'm glorifying this as like, how should I call it? I'm not seeing this as worshiping it. Definitely not at all. But what I'm saying is fascinating. It's because it's really awesome because it's fulfilling prophecy. And it's showing the fear in them. You know, if this was from the devil, which I wonder, do demons really have the power to do stuff like this? And if this was from the devil, why would they make fun of themselves like this, spewing out weird stuff out of their mouths? You know? And so if it is God, maybe he's like making fun of them. If it's demons, I mean, maybe they're just, I don't know, why would demons be showing something like this? You think they'd be wanting to try to trick the world, to get them to think they don't exist and stuff. So that's very strange. I'll go ahead and do a complete zoom in. Oh, there's no way I could zoom in even more. So that's it right there. I mean, this is strange stuff. And of course, there's the light at the bottom that's illuminated. How weird is this? This is freaky stuff, I'm telling you. But it's nothing to be scared about. You know, it's something to get excited about. You know, because these images, they're showing like fear, you know. Like evil people and evil ghosts that have died. They know their time is short. They know the clock is ticking. The stopwatch that I was talking about. You know? Like, when you do a stopwatch, you notice how the time keeps going up. The time keeps going up in a stopwatch. Now, if you were to reverse it, it'd be going the other way. And when you see these numbers going like this is how Satan, demons, and evil ghosts, and all the evil people in the world, this is how they see their time running down. You know? That it's all about an end for them, you know? And imagine this going down instead of going up. And, you know, they see the final seconds ticking away like this on them. You know? So that's pretty funny, you know? pretty funny indeed. So, we are the ones that are bringing the rapture, you know. We are like powerful icons here, you know. We are the ones that are doing it. I'm not the only one bringing Jesus' return. We are the ones. There are a few of us, you know. But I hope and pray that more people start, you know, stepping up to the plate and bringing Jesus' return. This right here is just so mind-boggling. Mind-boggling. It looks like maybe these are the two frogs here. Where's the third one at? Now these dots right here, right in the middle, looks like that could be an arm. And then an arm on the other side. And this one right here. But this one I see 3 dots. One right there, one right here, and one on top. Okay, that's weird. This one has 1 dot here, 1 dot here, and 1 dot on the bottom. Now a lot of UFOs make this formation of like a 7 or an L. This one here has like 3 dots. Now it's weird because I talk about 3 dots because Rael said one time that he had received 3 dots on his forehead in a circle in a dream. You know, and that could mean the mark of the beast because the circles could mean pointing up to the sky. And Earth is the 3rd planet from the sun. So it all makes sense, man, you know. The 3 circles there, I think, could be a new version of the mark of the beast. Instead of being so obvious like 666, it's gonna be updated image like 3 circles, and there'll be like a pyramid of circles, like 1 right here, 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 and it's gonna be in another circle like that. So that's my theory on how the mark of the beast will become. So that is strange stuff right there. Aliens throwing up or frogs throwing up. It's weird. It all correlates, you know. So now we'll go ahead and do a marathon EVPs here. I'm telling you, man. It's nothing to be scared about, you know. It's something to get excited about, knowing that our Lord's return is coming, you know. Jesus is about to return and make everything perfect, you know, so. Ain't nothing better, man. So now we'll go ahead and do some quick EVPs. Here we go. Alright. Now hopefully we get some EVPs here that talk about what I was talking about these 2 aliens in the clouds throwing up something. It's weird. Where's the 3rd frog? This is weird. I don't know what it means. I wish I could know what it means. You know, I wish I could know everything going on. I wish that God could reveal to me the meaning of all these things. Because it's nice to see all these apparitions, but it's even better to find meaning of it all. You know, like, what does it mean? And here we go.
Activates the button to start a recording session.
What is that? Okay, so the words we got here are Feast of the Dead. What is that? Okay, we got the words dwelling, bounding, harida, Harida, resorcinol, softened, helpless, Feast of the Dead. So something is dwelling and bounding in harida. Resourcefulness is becoming softened and helpless. Weird, man. This phone got the words what? It's hard to say. Sacrificingness. Oh my god. Then jaws, obedience, gama, heptoxide. So, something about sacrificing and jaws, obedience. Evil people need to be obedient to God, or else they're going to be devoured up like Jaws, you know. Gama, the gamma waves are coming from the sun, and heptoxide, about a certain chemical, is strange. And we'll go into 4 more. Here we go. Yeah. Okay, we got the words in this one that says gnawing, like a dog gnawing, FOB, fob, cart recording. No, I don't know, fob. What does that rhyme with? God? I don't know, this is weird. Cart recording. Okay. This phone got the words grooving, raiding, and 4th round. So a type of groove is being raided in the 4th round. Weird. And we'll go ahead and do 2 more and we'll call it a night. Now, too bad we didn't get an EVP that mentioned this weird apparition. Now it said bugloss. Could that mean this apparition? I doubt it. It's weird. This one got the words using, promenade, and raid. I don't know what promenade means. I know prominent means like imminent or happening soon. Prominent. Something like that. Raid. Now it's weird because this one said the word bugloss. Now what do you use on bugs? Raid. That's weird. This one has the words love is the basis, fern, eagleist, repair, profession, content, quaffing, bugloss, and guinean. All these words I'm telling you. Love is the basis. That sounds like an angel of heaven there. Talking. Fern, eagleist, repair. A profession, content. It's weird. Yeah. Too bad we didn't get words that talked about this apparition. Let me double check. Did we? Jaws, obedience, gama. Weird. This one. Grooving, raiding, fourth round. Now, fourth round sounds like we're in a boxing match with evil here, you know? We're in a boxing match with the devil or something. What was the words here? Dwelling, bounding, softened, helpless, feast of the dead. There was one that talked about gnawing. Maybe that's what it means. It says evil people will be weeping and gnashing their teeth in hell. That's kind of like gnawing. Using prominent raid. So we got maybe words that was talking about this apparition. It's not an exact ping. It's not an exact connection. But more or less, as long as it mentions words that are close to it, that's good enough, you know. Just like Nostradamus, he saw it all, but didn't see it all with perfect vision. It was kind of cloudy, but the basis of what he was seeing came to pass. And at least 70-80% of his predictions came true. And that's all you need to be credible as an official prophet, psychic, you know, so Nostradamus was definitely of God. So we'll go ahead and end it there. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please tell everyone you know to like, share, and subscribe. And also, I just started a Patreon link. So you people can please donate money to me every month. I also have a one-time donation if you just want to make a one-time donation through PayPal. So I'm thinking of talking about that beginning of the videos now, about like, share, and subscribe also. That way I could let everyone know that to help support me this way by spreading the word through like, share, and subscribe. That's why I need to have them in the beginning of the videos now. So we'll go ahead and end it there. Please tell everyone you know about this crazy, crazy apparition that appeared. Definitely is a sign of our Lord's return. So this is really weird. 3 frogs vomiting something in Oklahoma. Now why Oklahoma? It's weird. What's significant about Oklahoma? Is it the trees, the forest? Is this something else? I'll go ahead and research Oklahoma, talk about tomorrow, see if I can find some kind of connection with Oklahoma and this weird apparition that appeared. Like, why Oklahoma? I wish more apparitions would be appearing here in El Paso, Texas as well. So we'll go ahead and end it there. Thank you for tuning in. Please tell everyone you know to like, share, subscribe. Thank you. God bless. Good night. Peace. Jesus is returning. Hallelujah.